Hey, I have a question for you. What are you doing it all for? Fame? Attention? Adventure? Money? Well, in today's episode, I will share with you what I'm not doing it for right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 129. Cha-ching. Yeah. Well, what are you doing it for? Do you do it for the fame, the pleasure, the attention, the adventure? In this episode, I will share with you what I'm not doing it for. Remember last episode, I shared with you the frustrating conversations I had with my friends. They were asking me, when will I figure out if it's working or not? And they were speaking about my projects. One of them is this, the Day One Journey, me talking to you every day. So they asked me when you'll figure out if it's working or not. And I had no idea how to answer them. But I told you last episode they had an assumption. Do you see the assumption there? They had an assumption because they were missing the why, the power of why, which is the third level of self-discipline. Remember, this is still the self-discipline series. So my friends were missing my why. That's why they made the assumption. Do you have any idea what the assumption is? Again, I give you another chance. They asked me, when will I figure out if it's working or not? Where's the assumption? Let's zoom in. If it's working or not. Let's zoom in even further. Working. What does it mean? Let's say this project, Day One Journey, me talking to you every day. Is it working? If you're there listening and getting value out of it, or sharing that with your friend and they get value from that, it's working for me. So what does it mean? What does it mean for them when they ask me, when will you figure out if it's working or not? So I asked them, do you mean maybe financially? I was asking my friends, do you mean working financially? And they said, yes, sure. Of course, financially. Now think about it. If they ask that without mentioning the word financially, if it's working or not, and they assume working is financially, they assume that if it doesn't work financially, I would stop. So what's their assumption? They assume I do it for the money. Because if it's not working financially, why would I want to pursue it more and more? But if I don't do it for the money, which is the truth, and this is their assumption, they assume I do it for the money. That's why they ask if it's working or not, but really meaning if it's working financially or not. But I'm not doing it for the money. I already shared with you my why, my first deepest why. I want to see how far I can go. And I don't really care how far I can go money-wise regarding with the money. I want to see how far I can go. For example, these episodes, this is the self-discipline series. I want to see how many people I can touch, how many people I can help them raise their level of self-discipline, help them through my example, tap into their third level of self-discipline, their power of why. I'm not here to motivate you. Motives. These are reasons. These are your reasons. This is not my reasons. I'm not telling you don't do it for the money. I'm trying to urge you to dig deep inside yourself and find out your reasons, your why. tap into your third level of discipline, which is the power of why. Remember, the first level was making a decision to go after what you want the most over what you may want right now. This is also what I'm trying to push you to think about, what you want the most, being true to yourself, making this brave decision, which is the first level of self-discipline, the decision. The second level, do you remember, was commitment. I cannot make you commit to whatever you want the most, but I can just show you my commitment. I wake up, you see me here every day, waking up 4:30 in the morning. This is still night here, you see, in Iceland, and talking to you every day. I show you my commitment, being committed to my decision, but doing it every day. Consistency. This is the second level of self-discipline. And now I'm sharing you my why. I personally don't do it for the money. So this is my third level of self-discipline, the power of why. I do what I do because I want to see how far I can go in whatever I want to do, in whatever I want to do the most. What I urge you to ask yourself is, you get the money. Let's say you want the money. That's a good thing. Go for the money. I'm just asking you the second question, the question after that. And then what? Ask yourself, and then what? You already have the money. And then what? As for me, I'm already doing what I want. I'm talking to you. I like to be behind the camera. I like the attention. I like to make a show. I like to dance. I dance. I have Marcus Body Coding channel. I dance. I like to teach. So I teach dancing in Marcus Body Coding project. I'm doing what I want to do already. If I get the money, I keep on doing whatever I'm doing right now. I'm not waiting for the money. I'm already doing what I want. Maybe more about that in the next episode. But we're out of time, so back to you. Back to you. I want you. Back to you. We spoke about money. I shared with you why it's not my reason why I do this stuff. But some of you might want money, yeah? Money can be power, money can be a fuel. I want you to ask yourself, be honest with yourself, give it some attention, give it some time to that specific question. Let's say you have the money. And then what? And then what? What are you going to do with it? And you know, you'll buy it. You'll buy A, B, C, the car, the house. Okay, but what are you going to do? This is what I'm asking you to answer yourself. And then what? And then what you're going to do with it? Think about it. Try to dig deep inside and maybe find a deeper reason so you can tap into the third level. Yes, the third level of self-discipline, the power of why. So do this today. Do this today. Ask yourself, and then what? And tap into the third level of self-discipline, the power of why. Do this today. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.